adding more ducts. Big boy scoops. Stinky stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have ducts on your ducts. I'm well happy with how they came out. Currently broken at the moment. And then we can put some more springs in this bad boy and make some more boost out of these puppies. Okay, so that's enough artsy fartsy stuff. Let's finally get back onto Project Compo. It's been a little while. I've had a lot going on. Finally making some progress and some developments in this car. So for those of you who saw when I went to Clark's way back in the summer, we got it on the dyno. It was really hot that day. We maxed out the wastegate duty, so I need to put more springs in the wastegate, but before we do that, we were getting really high air temps, and again, it was a hot day, so that didn't help. But before we start pushing more boost through it and more power through it, I need to make sure that the charge cooler system in its entirety is up to the job. So things that we were looking at to improve, I've only got 2 ducts, so we're looking to adding more ducts basically, more pipes, more airflow down to the radiator that's in the back. It's cut to me building some scoops. The single ducts I've got at the moment, I've got one either side, and I think they're only 3-inch diameter. So what's better than that is going for 2 3 inches either side. And basically I ordered these from Demon Tweaks, a nice vac form knacker ducts, and I wanted to get as much airflow in from the side of the car. I think you've got to go quite far out, so I've designed my own big boy scoops. So I've got a flange here that's obviously going to bolt on the outside of the window. I've chamfered that. I'm going to heat fold this, glue that on there, and then these are going to be my 2 sides. Glue it all together, polish it all up, sandwich it on the outside of the polycarbonate window. So first things first, fire up the old diamond polisher, diamond polish the edges, and then I'll get the heat bender out and we'll have a go at heat bending it and see if it will all go together and look decent. Is the plan. Going to wet sand the edges on these bits because I can't run them through the diamond polisher because they're all curved and won't get in there. So I could flame polish them, but that puts like an inherent stress in the material, and if you ever use any cleaners on it, it can craze. So I think wet sand is a safer bet. Just turn on the old strip heater, let that warm up. We use PK1 glue to bond our acrylics. So I think I'm going to try and stick the sides on first and then heat that over. So I've already diamond polished the edges on these. Just leave that on there for a few minutes to heat up.
A few moments later.
Just gotta let that cool down. The V-carves kind of worked. I have to try and put some thicker glue in it. We've got some tensile glue, and I think I'll run that around all the inside shapes. And then we just stick this on top. And this is the tensile glue, so I'm just going to run a big bead of this all the way inside just to give it a bit of extra strength. This is stinky stuff. Right, so that's the scoops done, all glued up. I have used the tensile and it did go a bit bubbly, which is really annoying, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I'll just give it a little bit of extra strength because I don't actually know how much wind pressure this is going to be under. I'm a little bit worried about these actually like popping and falling apart, so it's pretty strong. I can't see it cracking that easily. It all depends on how fast we're going and how much wind's going to be pulled into it. So yeah, I just repeated that process for 1, 2, and then 3, and a 4th one, bosh, here. That's right. Instead of going double knacker ducts, why not go double knacker ducts? So on the rear quarters, I'm now going to go from 2 3-inch pipes to 8 3-inch pipes. So I've got to be getting some airflow with this setup now. You know you're going for it when you've got more knacker ducts than actual windows. So yeah, I've just mocked this one up on the polycarb window that I had the router cut out. Lee kindly sorted me out with that. Just want to mock this up. See how crazy it's going to look. So yeah, we're going to have ducts on your ducts. I'm happy with that. Well, I'm not happy about the little bubbles, but can't do anything about that. And I'd rather have that extra bit of glue in there for a bit more support. The other thing that a couple of my mates have pointed out is that with all this airflow and force on these bits, it might actually pop the windows out because they're only 3mm polycarb and I'm still running the original rubbers. So I might have to look into making some little aluminium brackets that bolt to the inner steelwork of the car and come up and actually mechanically fasten the windows around the perimeter to stop them from blowing out. I don't want that to happen on the motorway or on a racetrack. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. And as you can see, they do stick out. They do stick out the side of the window quite far, further out than a lot of the off-the-shelf ones that you can get. So yeah, not bad. Not bad bit of plastic fabrication. So I had to run back and offer them up in the car. Yeah, I've just bodged them in with a couple of bolts right now and obviously left the protective film on. That looks pretty crazy. And obviously now I can run 4 pipes either side, down, and I'll have to add some more inlets into my radiator shroud. Yeah, that looks the nuts. Proper like, I don't know, Group B style race car, just like a Bentley, double knacker ducts in your rear quarter windows. I do think I'm going to need to put some little tabs though just to secure it. But yeah, I'm well happy with how they came out. Wicked. So yeah, the car's up in the air. I've actually did a good job of snapping one of the drive shafts. So I was out one night, had a little tear up with an Audi, I think it was an A3. And all of a sudden, the drive, it felt like the clutch was slipping, and I had no drive from the engine to the wheels. So I thought it might have been like the clutch, or maybe I'd snapped an input shaft. Yeah, annoyingly, once again the GoPro let me down, and I only got like this bit of footage from before, and for some reason after it had snapped, and you can hear the revs like running away and me not going anywhere. I managed to pull over in a safe spot, and luckily Mark and Squiz were nearby in the transit and they managed to tow me back. But yeah, I didn't realise until I'd actually pulled over that you can't see on this side of the car, this side's drive shaft, because there's so much stuff in the way. So I had to get down on all fours, had a look underneath, and you could see where it actually sheared the weld, and luckily for us we'd obviously sleeved it, so the piece of drive shaft was still in the sleeve, so you could still roll it. It wasn't like a clear sheared shaft with bits flopping around hitting everything, so we got away with it that way, and we could obviously tow it back home. Yeah, I've got it out. I've actually pushed this back in and I now can't get it back out because it's such a interference fit. We had to heat these up to get the drive shaft to go in, but you can see the snap around Zach's nice TIG welds. And again, we were only intending to do it like this to work out the lengths and to get me up and running. So now's the time. I've got these. I'm going to send them off to Elite Racing Transmissions, and they're going to make me custom one-piece solid toughened 300M, possibly gun drilled. I don't know yet. I'll see how much more that adds to the cost of it. Yeah, they should be, in theory, pretty indestructible. I had fun with these, as always, whacking these off with a hammer. Always a bit of a challenge. I did have one where all the pins went everywhere, so I've had to track them all down and rebuild the little bearing bit. Get the new shafts back from Elite once I've sent them these for references, rebuild them up, new CV grease, new boots, and then we'll be back up and running. But unfortunately, yeah, it's currently broken at the moment, which is a bit frustrating. But I've got massive ducts in the rear quarter window, so that'll keep me busy. I've still got to finish off plumbing them up. Time for the competition draw. It's a little bit overdue, but I have I've just been flat out busy with stuff. We'll do the draw for the FPE hat and the bespoke wall-mounted angle grinder holder and a couple of stickers. I'll cut to me by the computer and we'll randomly pick one of the comments out of my video from Ford Fair. You guys have been patiently waiting, so let's do that. Okay, so here we are. This is a Ford Fair video, and I'm literally just going to scroll through all of the comments and scroll up and down and randomly pick out a comment that's going to be the winner without looking. And bosh, Dan Johnson, no relation to me, I assure you. You are the winner, so I'm going to be sending you, the angle grinder holder, the hat, and the stickers. He says, I have rust issues, one grinder, and is tired of swapping out slim discs for a flat wheel. So it looks like you've got to go and buy yourself 2 more grinders, mate. Congratulations. Yeah, so in here I've got loads of these 180 bends, so I can cut these back, and then these can be part of my inlets for the radiator shroud that's going in the back with all the extra pipes that are going on it. And I've also ordered a ton of this stuff, which is going to be my new 3-inch flexible hosing that goes from the new ducts down to the radiator that's in the back, is the plan. And so hopefully we'll get some airflow to that radiator that's in the boot, and then we can get those air temps down. And then we can put some more springs in this bad boy and make some more boost out of these puppies. I bought this off Wayne. This is a Pierberg BMW water pump. It's actually for an engine coolant system, so it's more than enough. And I've got this funky little electronic controller that will ramp it down and ramp it up. It's got water temp sensors in it, and it's basically going to be massively overkill. It will flow a lot more water than I'll ever need. And then I'm thinking of swapping out the core that's in the charge cooler that's in the passenger footwell that's down there. I'm thinking of swapping that out with the proper Garrett core that I've got up there, which is behind the little steam trains. It will be a much more efficient core. So I would imagine with all of those changes, we'll be able to pull those air temps right down, and then we can bang some more boost through it. Another thing that I have got to do as well is fit. Don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Here it is. Yeah, I've got this foam to put in the bottom of the tank. I'm going to put a drain on the tank that's in the back here, but under the dusters. And that's my charge cooler tank, so I'll be able to put that in, and that'll stop any bits of ice. We can ice it up, and that'll stop any bits of ice from going into the pump, is the plan. And then a drain to drain it off, and then we can refill it up with ice when I go to the drag strip with the boys. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. Broken drive shafts, sorting out the charge cooler. Oh yeah, my harness bar that Chris kindly bent is wrong. Idiot! This is the template that I worked out what I actually need for my harness bar, and this is what we bent up, and I should have actually bent this about, what, 3-4 inches further that way. So the MDF bit looks wicked in the car. Hang on, I'll show you. So yeah, that's kind of where I want it, just like kind of wrapping around the back of the seats. They do recline a little bit further back, but then I can wrap the harnesses over that, and then I can make up a little crazy bracket welded onto the bar with a aluminium clamp, and then I can clamp my round headrests in, ready for track sessions, so my head doesn't fall off. But yeah, the bar that Chris shoots kindly bent up. I think I'm gonna have to redo it, which is a bummer because he did a really nice job of bending that. But yeah, that's me all over. Make everything twice, measure once, cut it 3 times, and bend it twice. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I think that'd be a pretty cool little addition to the cage. And I think I'm going to, instead of having it bolt in, I'm going to try and scallop it and weld it in and hope that I can still take this rear half out. I'll probably tack it in and just check that I can actually still do that. But yeah, I'm going to get off getting rid of these harnesses. If anyone wants these harnesses, they're for sale. Yeah, 3-inch 5-point harnesses with the old latch style clasps on them. And I've also got a Say-Belt 3-inch, genuine Say-Belt 3-inch shoulder pads for them. Basically these are just too wide for the for my seats. I don't need a crotch strap, and these just, for me, are such a fiddle. I'm just going to get some normal like clunk clip 2-inch harnesses and sling them in. I think they'll be better for the seats, and they'll wrap round better on the harness bar as well, and should sit over my shoulders a little bit better, is the plan. Right, I've also got this box come through from Auto Perfection, so I thought I'd do a bit of a box unveil for you guys. Probably just cut through everything that's in it. Must be important if it's fragile. Got the old fragile tape on it. I just cut through something quickly. Rookie. Some ginger drying bits. Buffing towels. Auto Perfection, a passion for detailing. Got quite a good water fight with all of these. Free wash, quick detailer. I think I've already got a bottle of that. Don't have too much of it. Look how much I detail this car. A nice pH neutral shampoo. Another quick detailer. Tire shine. Interior dressing for my lack of interior. A microfiber. Ah, here's a drying towel. I said on my own towels upstairs. A wash and wax. Snow foam. Boom. Needed some of this. Glass cleaner. All in one polish. That looks like banana medicine you used to get as a kid. I don't know what this is. I have to have a look at what I actually ordered. Foamy thing. I think that's just little polish mitts. Wash mitt. A big ass bag to put it all in. Smelly air fresheners. Oh, that little paintbrush for getting in my spooky wheels. That's an awesome stash. Got no excuse not to clean the car now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, check out the sweet merch on the Cartel site, link below. Until next time, I'll catch up with you guys later. Take it easy.